I think sadly, in the last decade, we have had in the former president someone who has really been pushing an agenda and an environment that is about diminishing the character and the strength of who we are as Americans, really dividing our nation. And I think people are ready to turn the page on that.
I think that might be the case because polls are showing that Donald Trump is falling further behind. People do seem tired of this shtick. And I want to run you through just a couple of the interesting new poll results. So in a new Reuters Ipsos poll, Harris is now leading 45-41. That came out just yesterday as of when we're recording this. That 4-point advantage was wider than the 1-point lead she had in late July. So a couple weeks have passed, nearly a month. The convention has passed. It's now expanded. By the way, she leads Trump 49-36, so 13 points among both women voters and Hispanic voters. That is an even bigger jump because back in July, she had a 9-point lead among women and a 6-point lead among Hispanics. So she's added 4 points and 7 points among those two groups. Trump does still lead among white voters and men by similar margins as in July, but his overall lead among voters without a college degree has narrowed down to 7 points from the 14 points it was in July. So she's making gains in that group as well. So not just groups you might think she'd do well in, like women voters or whatever, but Hispanic voters as well and voters without college degrees. And it's not just Reuters. She also has taken the lead in a Wall Street Journal poll, which previously she had trailed in prior iterations of that. And I just want to throw one more poll for Brett to respond to. What about the RFK Jr. of it all? What effect will that have? Well, 64% of voters say that him endorsing Donald Trump makes no difference whatsoever. Some do say it makes them more favorable towards the president. That's 19%. Bear in mind, some of them are already Republicans who are voting for Donald Trump. 15% say it makes them think less favorably of Donald Trump. Man, imagine your endorsement is the thing that finally breaks through to people that Donald Trump's not a good guy. Anyway, sorry about that, but fast response from you, Brett. What do you think about these polls?
Oh, I just think, honestly, I don't know who still likes Donald Trump. And that might just be me as an out of touch person. I just don't see it. I don't see who would watch him talk and think that he should be president of the United States. He's like complaining about stuff that's just his own shortcomings and how he's been treated so unfairly. He has no policy proposals. And honestly, like just this concept that we would return to normal and have just something without Donald Trump. This is the last bit where you kind of have to cut off the head and finish it once and for all. Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically. And we've kind of had that with Biden, but it's been so low energy that it isn't quite back to normalcy. And you still have Trump lingering on the outside. And I fear that he still will be for a few more years, but at least we're closer to ending this chapter.
Yeah. And I say that because he's been running for president since the day after Biden took office.
100%.